Yeah, what's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today, man? You already should have a go. It is your boy B back with another video, and I am here because I just got a call, man, and I just have a few people that I don't think really understand. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job breaking down exactly what the phone flipping buyer's price list is. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't even know what I'm talking about, this is essentially a price list that is going to help you when it comes to flipping phones, and it's going to help you in a bunch of different ways. Now, number one, it's going to help you when it comes to market value. It's going to help you when it comes to selling devices, and it's also going to help you when it comes to being multifaceted in the industry of reselling and flipping. You're going to be able to buy MacBooks, iPads, Apple Watches, PlayStations, Xboxes, phones, new and used, right? iPhones, Androids, Google Pixels, and more. Now, see, this is where I think a lot of people are having a misunderstanding, right? You will not be able, and I will never be able, to put a price list full of 50 individual price lists on one little list, right? Or one Google Sheets. Now, the reason is because there are too many buyers out there that are ultra competitive, and they don't want to compete against each other. And I want to make this very clear. The reason we have the buyer's price list, and I say that we have the 50, is because we take 50 buyers all on WhatsApp. They submit their price list to me every single Sunday. Now, on Sundays, when they submit this price list to me, I choose one price list to go live and show you guys on YouTube Live or in TikTok Live and, all the live platforms. But if you want all of the platforms, all of the buyers in one or on one sheet, that's when you get the buyer's price list. We add all 50 of the buyers together, divided by 50, and that is how we come up with the price point you see on the spreadsheet. Now, I'm going to not only just go over the spreadsheet, I'm going to go over a deck that explains exactly everything you need to know when it comes to the price list in general. Now, if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to ask. And again, it is something that is different. It's something I haven't seen any type of phone flipper do, because not a lot of phone flippers have a bunch of phone buyers. Usually a phone flipper here and there may have somebody they sell phones to, but they don't usually have overseas buyers. The only reason why I have a bunch of buyers is because I've been doing this for a while, not in the public eye, and I've needed buyers for different things. Also been a store owner in my area for a while, which gives you a bunch of leverage, and also you run across a few people. Now, if you're somebody out there that, again, is looking to find buyers or you need buyers, definitely think about going and joining the phone flipping price list. Now, I'm going to go and we're going to go through this deck, then we're going to go through the price list, and we might have a little time to do some mock orders, but I'm filming this right before I'm about to get to work, but I wanted to just hop on the computer, take my time out, because I appreciate every single person that decides to work with me, decides to watch me, and decides to support me in any capacity, okay? All right, cool. So let's take a deep dive into this, all right? So your guide to the phone flipping price list. Everything you need to know how to flip smarter, earn faster, and dominate your local or online reselling game. Now, your buyers equal your business. No buyers, no sales, period. Having multiple phone buyers creates leverage. Buyers compete, which means you get higher offers. Now, what I mean by that is, see, I was in the car auction game for a while, which means for a while, I was buying cars and flipping them. And one thing I admired about this buying cars and flipping them little industry or realm is there was times where I got a car super cheap, and there was times when I had to play an inflated price because I really, really, really wanted the car. It made it to where everybody was competing against each other when we were in the warehouse competing for these cars. And it's the same thing when it comes to these phones. What I did was I got tired of having buyers fluctuate on prices, tell me that they're not going to pay me this price because the phones went down in price yesterday overnight. Now we have buyers that compete and do auction style auctions per device you have. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Buyers let you move phones faster without waiting for eBay or Facebook or even Gazelle or any platform you are trying to sell on. Now, grades matter, and here's why. Pricing and buyer interest change based on grading. Knowing this avoids bad deals. So, sealed phones are not open devices. Open/activated are open box devices, and HSO is headset only devices. So, when you come across something on the price list that says HSO, that means headset only, which means the phone only. Headset is what they consider phones, okay, if you don't know the verbiage. Now, messaging and user engagement is important when it comes to talking to buyers. You want to make sure you're messaging and talking to them in an efficient manner. And we sort of kind of do this for you. What we do is we try to make sure that we are communicating with all buyers for you on your behalf to get you the most money possible. Now, why would we want to get you the most money possible? Well, because we want to have you as a client and somebody that is using the price list forever. Ever. I've had this price list for 3 years, okay? This price list isn't going anywhere. It's only evolving and getting better, okay? Now, used devices, these are going to be the grades. You have A+, that's in the box with no flaws. B+, no box, no flaws. B, no box, slight flaws. That is going to be a device that is typical, like a device me and you have, right? C, no box, scratches, but no cracks. D is going to be a device that has cracks, okay? Now, how do you know if it's a scratch or a crack? Put your thumb over that little scratch or crack, and if it goes in, that is going to be a crack, okay? Now, A+/B+ grade, like no visible flaws. B grade, like scratches, but fully functional. C grade, heavy wear, might have minor issues, but no cracks. And then the D is going to be where, like I said, you got some cracks. And then you have other terms on there, which are going to be like parts only and activate, unlocked, or activated, locked, and blacklisted. So those are going to be the grades. Very important for you to know. Now, should you flip new or used? Now, buyers would prefer you to do any, right? But I would say do used. They probably would tell you do new, because new is obviously going to make them more money, but the problem is it's going to cost you more as well. So there is a very, it's interesting, okay? It's interesting for you to jump into that realm when it comes to the new and used, because one thing I realize is that no matter what, it all depends on what amount or how much you're willing to spend, okay? Now, it's not just phones, including on the price list. It's iPhones, Samsungs, iCloud Lock, Apple Watches, MacBooks, Nintendo Switches, PS5, locked, or parts-only devices. How it works: submit your device specs to the buyers. Now, you do that with the email that is on the price list. It's on the first page of the price list. It should show you an email. If you want to sell a phone, all you got to do is go to that email or type that email in your Gmail, Yahoo, or AOL, whatever you got, right? And just say, hey, I have this phone to sell. Can you give me a price? Here's the IMEI, and this is going to be the condition. I'm not talking about reselling right now. I'm going to be talking about phone flipping for right now. I'm sorry. But I definitely will come back to your question in a second. They send back competitive offers. Now, these offers that they're going to be sending, right? They're going to be competing via email against each other. So let's say that we have a phone flipper that is going to, let's say we have an iPhone 15, right? And you send the IMEI, you say it's a grade A or a grade B+. Okay, so we know that it's a B+, let's say. It's newer, it looks new, but doesn't have a box. The IMEI is this, it checks out, it's unlocked, less than 30 days old or older than 30 days, and has iCloud off or iCloud on. All of these things factor into the price, right? They're gonna then shoot a price. They'll say, all right, I'll do $350. But then you might have somebody that'll be like, nah, I really need this device, so I'm gonna do $425. That's knocking them out the water. You're gonna get the highest price that they bid, and then you can decide to decline or to accept that offer. It all starts and happens within this email. Why? Well, we've tried to negotiate and work with these buyers on how and what's best to communicate. They all want a fair chance. So we have a master email where you email and give that information, and they could actually hit you up or hit us up via email. The reason is because sometimes, like right now in China, they're asleep. They're not really up. So it's sort of kind of difficult and unfair for them to join the price list, but feel like they're not going to have an equal chance of negotiating or getting that device. Okay. You choose the highest offer. Market value is constantly updated every single week. No guessing. And of course, no lowballing. Okay. Now, Unlocked work with any carrier. It's top resale value. Finance still being paid off. Locked to any carrier. Why it works. Buyers overseas don't care if it's financed. They don't care if it's on an account. They don't care if it has bad battery. They don't care if it has great battery. They don't care. I'm just letting you know. They don't care. They just want the phone. You just need the right buyers. That's why my list is very valuable. Now, how the offers look, okay? So you have it similar to this. And now this is kind of old, like these little screenshots. And the reason I say this is because you're going to get paid a little bit less than what this is showing. But as you guys see, there's like a spreadsheet. They give you the number they're willing to pay. They make comments on what the number was offered and why. This one says warranty remaining 310 days, so it's used. So it's over 30 days, so that phone is used. Then it tells you, okay, this is a grade B, not a grade A, because the person obviously said it was a grade A. So they'll tell you why they're going to give you that price. You can accept it or not. It's up to you. Okay. Now, here's where, a lot of people, I think, fall off, and this is my fault. If you want to get the price list, you don't go to hustle2talkme.com. This is an old deck. I'm literally putting this all together as we speak because I got hit up by one of my the people that answer questions on my website, and they were telling me somebody had a question on this. So this is very sporadic of me. You go to wesply.com. If you want to get the price list, then when you go there, and I'll show you guys in a second, you go to price list and it's right, the first option. All right. Now you get the full buyer's price list. You get everything that you need literally there. And let me just show you, matter of fact. Okay. You could just go here, go to wesply.com. Okay. And when you go there, you go over to you go over to learn, go to price list, go over and hit unlock price list. And then right here, okay, it's very, very simple, okay? It's not hard, it's not complicated. It's $87 right now. We do and will have it at $100 moving forward next year. And the reason is because we have a bunch of people that are utilizing the price list. And again, I have to continue to make this a little bit exclusive, right? How can I put this? I can't allow it to be low cost, y'all. This is not, and I get it. It's free prices out there, but this is not a price list that everybody has access to. And again, yes, you're getting one price list, but the price list that you're getting is giving you access to 50 buyers. I want to make that very clear. All right. And I just want to explain this because I know that a lot of us, we may have a misunderstanding of it because it says 50 phone flipping buyers. And maybe that may be the reason some people are a little confused on it, but it's all a whole bunch of numbers from 50 buyers, not from one buyer. I just want to make that clear. Okay. So again, they did not want to give me access to 50 of their price lists to put against each other. Why? Because if we put 50 price lists all on one Google Sheets, you can compare Hong Kong's versus Hawaii's and say, I'm just going with Hawaii's for now. So what they said was, all right, the only way we're going to join this price list branding, number one, you got to pay us. I pay them every single month. I do. Because everybody got to make some bread. Nobody's going to want to be a part of a price list and they're not making no money from you comparing their prices against someone else's. Two, it has to be competitive. That is why we have a master email that is on this information tab right here that you will submit all of your phones to. Three, you got to make sure that you are adding and averaging everyone's prices together. And then you put it on one sheet where we have a starting price. So to give you guys an example, we have an iPhone 17 Pro 256 locked right now. This is sealed or we have activated, same price no matter what. We have $685. Now, $685 is going to be the starting price. So yes, they are going to pay you $685, nothing lower. Does that make sense? Nothing lower. So what you see on the price list, you will get paid, but nothing lower. Okay, but you can get paid higher, because if I was a store owner and let's say I have somebody repairing an iPhone 17 Pro in the store, and let's say they messed up on a cable, and this is a real life example. This is what happens mostly. What happens is you got to find another one before the customer find out. So what they'll do is they'll be like, all right, cool, I need this phone. So $685. Two people might say I will pay $685. So I'll be like, freak, man. How bad do I want to make sure I don't get or lose this customer? All right, I do $695. And then when he says he do $695, that will be the winner, obviously, because it's higher than everyone else's, unless someone interjects. And then we'll say, all right, cool, we have a buyer that'll do $695. Do you want to take it or leave it? And you decide. Now, when it comes to the process and the payment, it differs per buyer. Some will pay you via Zelle. Some will pay you via Cash App, PayPal. Some will wire you, depending on how much money. When it comes to how long, varies. Our United States buyers will usually pay you within 2 days. Some of them pay you before they get the phone. Our overseas, they don't pay before they get the phone. They want to get the phone. And the reason is because we've had a few situations where my subscribers, unfortunately, have cost me buyer relations, especially in Florida. That's the number one place where people, they use my price list and they send fake phones to buyers. They send fake phones, and buyers have lost trust, to be honest. And you know, that's why I pay them every month too. That's why it's not free. All right. So that's the prices. And I wanted to really just come and make it clear, because I love my buyer's price list, and I love being able to work and see people succeed, seeing the offers they're getting, also helping you. But I do also know, like, when you get the price list, you may get a little confused, because you're like, okay, I see new phones, I see used phones, I see Samsungs, I see iCloud blacklisted phones, great. I see iPads, I see Apple accessories, I see Apple Watches, I see MacBooks, but I do not see more price lists. Well, that's the reason. It's because we have agreed to make it fair. And everybody should understand it, especially if you're a businessman, that nobody wants to have other people's prices against theirs, especially if they feel they're not always going to have the best one. All right, guys. So thank you so much. And if you guys have any questions, man, I definitely would answer. And before I go, like, if I was being honest, and I can show you guys too, right? Like, if you go to OfferUp.com, right, you'll understand and start to see exactly why we, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Why we do it this way. Okay, so when it comes to phones, right? Let's say iPhone, right? If we do iPhone and we look at anything, let's just do a brand new iPhone 17. This is a scam. I don't even want to do this one. So I'm saying, I be trying to really look for real phones. Okay, he's promoting, so hopefully it's not a scam. Yeah, this is not a scam. All right, so this is the perfect example of what you want to email. If you want the smoothest, fastest transaction, perfect. Send a picture like this, 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 straight to the email. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to say nothing. Send that. Email then goes to all buyers. Buyers take it, they make offer. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay? It's very simple. It's not complex, not hard, and it's easy. Now, let's say you were trying to use the price list for other reasons or other ways to capitalize. Well, what you would do, right? Let's say that you see this is $950. So this is an iPhone 17 Pro Max, AT&T 256. Okay, that's a horrible price. Okay, I could tell you that already. That's a horrible price. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go ahead, 17 Pro 256 locked. So we see that activated, it's $860. Okay, so that means $860 is going to be what that buyer or the buyers are going to pay minimum, right? So you would say $860 minus whatever you want your profit to be, $50. $810 is your selling price. So go ahead and say, hey, I could do $810 if that's what you wanted to buy, right? I would not recommend buying that, but I'm just saying. That is an example of how you can utilize the price list to make you the most money while also making sure that you have options to buy more devices. You can buy used, you can buy new, you can buy iCloud Lock. And I'll give you guys an example, right? Like you can buy iCloud Lock iPhone 16 Pro Maxes and get $360 for them if they're good condition. Like you can go ahead and buy Samsungs, you can buy iPads, you can buy Pixels, you can buy a bunch of different products that are going to make you money. And that is where you want to take advantage because again, it gets a little shaky in this phone flipping game when you only have one buyer or you only can buy used phones. Trust me, I know. Okay, I've been in that situation for a long time in my life and I ended up figuring out how to orchestrate ways to make more money and of course build my profit. Okay, and you guys can do that too. All right, and honestly, I hope I answered everyone's questions. It's early, so I know nobody probably is going to, give me questions and tell me or ask me certain things right now. But if you have questions, definitely let me know whenever you see this video. And I'll probably pin this video under the phone flipping price list description on the website so that people can actually revert back here. All right, man. I just wanted to come live for that, man. I'm definitely going to be live a little later to proceed with our wonderful lives during the evening time. Not too sure what it's going to be about. It might be about something that happens today. I know I got a few Poshmark orders that I got to ship out. I got a bunch of products that I got to go ahead and get situated. So thank you guys so much for watching, man. And if you are going to get the price list, definitely let me know when you get it, man. Inbox me. I'm always here to help, walk you through and guide. We can get a free call going where I'll actually walk you through it as well, man. I'm always here to help you guys because I understand spending money, any type of money, is not easy for us. So I take full responsibility for making sure that you get the most out of the products that you buy from me. All of my products come with a connection. None of my products just come with, hey, you just buying it and I'll leave you alone. No, I want you to be able to contact me because money matters and we want our money to double and triple and make some type of work of it, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you guys get that price list. If you don't get it, great, cool, no problem, get a free one. If you do get it, man, tap in with me. Let's start building, let's start growing, but most importantly, let's start profiting. Peace.